Hey, everybody, how's it going? It's Nick Baldwin here, National KW Consultants for Technology. And I want to show you a brand new feature that was recently released last week for campaigns that make saving audiences so much simpler. It's going to make creating ads so much simpler and much faster. Okay, so without further ado, let me jump into campaigns for you. So here I am on my campaign page. And what I want to do here is I want to create a campaign, and I'm getting kind of bummed out because I'm like, oh, I got to create the audience every single time. I got to create the targets every single time, and it takes up so much time. But now I don't have to do that anymore. Check this out. Create campaign, social ad. Let's give it a name. Let's jump into attract buyers, Facebook, Instagram, create that campaign. Okay, so now I got to choose my listing. I'm going to click add listing, and I will use MLS number. Okay, and then I'll search for that. Oops, that's not it. That's my Zoom link. I will search for that MLS number. Here we go. Let me grab it from my website. Drop it right there. Search. Okay, I'm going to use this. This is not my listing. I'm pretending like it is. Don't ever pretend that a listing is yours. I'm just pretending for example purposes. So I'm going to select that listing. Okay, then I'm going to scroll down after I fill out all that other information, and I'm going to go to Facebook and Instagram settings. But before I do that, let me show you over here underneath the ad itself, audience definition. This is going to show you how many people your ad is going to get in front of based on your targets. So let's go to configure, and I want to create a custom audience. All right. And I'm going to click my interest. So I'm going to add a few interests here. So let's do house hunting, mortgage loans, mortgage calculator. Let's do pre-qualification. And let's do moving. Okay, and then let's save that. And maybe I want to narrow my, let me show you this. I scroll up. We can see that it's getting a little bit more defined. So 1 million people, it's defined. Okay. I'm going to scroll down. Maybe I want to narrow my audience a little bit to get a little more hyper specific. Maybe I'll use Zillow, realtor.com. Okay, save. And now if I scroll up, I'll be able to see that it got defined even more. It went from 1 million to just shy of 500,000 people. So that's good. I don't want to necessarily get in front of 1 million people. I want to get in front of like a good amount of people who meet this criteria. So people who meet interests in house hunting and look on Realtor and Zillow for homes for sale. People who are interested in moving companies and also look on Zillow, realtor.com for homes for sale. So I want to save this audience because every time I come in here, I don't want to always create it every single time. It takes up a lot of time. Okay, so I'm going to click save audience, and I'll give it a name. And let's just call this Michigan narrowed audience. Okay, and when I click save, now when I come up here to the top of audience and use saved audience, I can then click from all of my saved audiences. So if I'm doing the Michigan one, it'll show up. If I want to do my seller targets, if I want to do my Bloomfield, New Jersey targets, okay, I can also edit that audience accordingly and then update that audience. So it'll always be saved with the newest updates. So this is really great because it's such a time-consuming feature. You don't ever have to come in here and create new audiences once you create the ones that you're going to use on a regular basis. Does that make sense to everybody? So go in there, start creating your audiences that you're going to use over and over again, and then you won't ever have to continuously create saved audiences. You won't have to continuously look for target interests. Everything will be there, and it will also show you how much of a reach that targeted audience is going to get in front of. Sometimes you don't want 1 million. Sometimes you just want 500,000. Sometimes you want less. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys today. Hope it makes your life a heck of a lot easier when you're creating campaigns. I'm Nick Baldwin. Please subscribe and like this video and share it with anyone who you think could benefit. I appreciate that, and we'll see you next time.